You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Rose and welcome to Masters in Trading Live. Yesterday, I asked you to give some thumbs up and subscribe. Wow, we had over 100 likes yesterday, so thank you very much. Let's see if we can repeat that. Because we got 100 likes yesterday, I owe you guys a trade. Here's what I'm going to do for the rest of 2025, and Chris Water and Hector, my editors, can help hold me accountable. Whenever I get 100 likes when we're live, the very next day, I'm going to share a trade idea. That's what I owe to you. So thank you. A little scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. So today, I'm going to go over Lyft, L-Y-F-T. What a freaking perfect trade. I also want to share my favorite investing book and my 7 favorite takeaways from that investing book, because it comes into why we were able to hold Lyft even when it went against us. And then finally, as a big thank you for all those likes, I got a trait to share with you guys because you guys deserve it. So let's go to the screen. I got the chat up. Thank you everybody for joining. Let's go have some fun. Here we go. All right, guys, moving over to the screen share. Here we go. This is yesterday's video. I just want to give a big thanks because we averaged maybe 30 or 40 likes. And yesterday, all I had to do was ask, and you guys threw those likes on there, and we got 120 just during the live show alone. So thank you guys very much. That was awesome, guys. I really appreciate it. And again, we're going to share a trade at the end because you guys deserve it. All right. This is darn near the perfect trade. So this was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Buy Lyft. Buy Lyft. Buy Lyft. Today, Lyft trades up to 1930. Absolutely flying higher, doing really, really phenomenal. Now, Lyft is darn near the perfect trade. But I want to walk you through it because sometimes it's not so easy because trades go against us. So here's what we did in Lyft. Taking you back here. Our first trade took you back here, 721. Now, Lyft had earnings. Earnings weren't great. Sold off a little bit. But if you do your research, if you have conviction in any given name, then when it goes against you, you're going to look at that as a favor, as an opportunity. So that's what we did with Lyft. Lyft goes against us here, stay nice and confident, and then finally, Lyft makes a big move higher. Just 1 second, I got something going on in the chat here. The stream elements, not sure what that is. What are we doing here? All right, so that's Lyft. It's about staying confident in your trade, having a reason for being in the trade, and then the market's going to do what the market's going to do. How I teach at Masters in Trading is we want to figure out what you're comfortable risking before you get into the trade. So right here, that's our risk, $2.41 or $241. If you did 10, it's $2,400. That's your overall risk. That's what you're deciding before you get into the trade. So then the market's going to do what the market's going to do. You do your research before, and then your work is done. Everyone, great trades in Lyft. Let me get a Y in the chat if you had Lyft. I think everybody who follows me must have had Lyft. We've been screaming from the rooftops about this one. What a just phenomenal trade for everybody. Really, really great job. I don't need to read through all these, but you can see with all the yeses coming in, Everybody had Lyft. If you go to masterthantrading.com, we have a full write-up on why that name is just going to go higher and higher and higher. By the way, in our portfolio, we are still long Lyft. We've locked in profits, but we are still holding Lyft. I would be a buyer on Lyft on any pullbacks. Love it. Yeses, 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 yeses. Love this trading team. Kate makes 400%. All right. My favorite investing book. This book blew me away. And I'm a reader, so I've read a ton of different investing and trading books. This is the one that knocked my socks off, guys. This is the one that really transformed how I've traded. Has anybody read this book? Has anybody read this book? It's called Fooling Some of the People All of the Time by David Einhorn. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Bradley, awesome. Yeah, really, really great book. I want to show you my 7 biggest takeaways from this book. I also encourage you to go out and read it. It is a lovely, beautiful book. I love it. So here we go. 7 things, my 7 biggest takeaways. Deep research wins. Real edge comes from digging into filings, footnotes, and what others ignore. That's why whenever we share a trade at Masters in Trading, it's usually a full page of reasons. You need to do research. If you don't do research, when Lyft trades 15 to 13.50, you're probably thinking, oh no, I got to stop myself out. Here we go again. If you do deep research and have a conviction, you might see that as an opportunity to add. 2, short selling is lonely. You can be right and still lose for a long time. Now, this I look at as trading creatively. Looking at things different than everybody else is lonely. You need to be confident. By the way, in my Discord community, I don't really have people come in and share ideas. I have the Discord community so my clients have access to me. So I can do work and then I can drop my research into Discord so then people can look at that and say, hey, this is a trade I want to take, or JR, thanks for sharing your research. It's something I don't want to do. That's what it is. It's all about access. So in my Discord, I do the work. I share the research. If you like the idea, cool. If you don't like the idea, no harm, no foul. Next, markets ignore reality. Being early often looks like being wrong. Markets ignore reality. In our Discord community, one of the lessons that I teach, the stock market is not always right. There's plenty of times because of just pure supply and demand, because when the market starts moving, everything's moving together. Everything's got a beta of 1. So oftentimes, if the market's going to pull back, you can find some phenomenal trades because you have to remember, the market is not always right. Number 4, follow the incentives. Fraud and bad behavior persist when executives, banks, and regulators all benefit. Trading is about tying the pieces together, putting the puzzle together. Right now, with AI, we have the ability to research more efficiently than we've ever been able to research before. One of the trades that we've been long, QXO, we originally got in QXO because Trump's son-in-law made a massive, Kushner's fund made a massive investment into QXO. That is following the research, putting things together. That's why we're long QXO. Number 5, guys, don't trust the watchdog. Regulators and rating agencies, they are not there to help you. I'll also say this, don't follow analysts. Analysts are not there to help you. Unless you have $20 million with Goldman Sachs, their analysts are trying to help the $20 million client. The analysts are not trying to help you because you read something on Twitter that Goldman Sachs posted about XYZ. That's not for your benefit. 6, conviction and risk management. Patience. How often do we say patience in my Discord community. If I pull up Discord right now, without even knowing this, and if I put patience in here, you have 508 results. Learn patience, patience, patience. Have an opinion and then have patience, because the market will move when the market is ready to move, not when you want the market to move. And then finally, fraud survived longer than expected. Bad companies can spin the story for years before collapsing. Have an opinion, do research, and don't let the market's behavior throw you off that research. I absolutely love this book, guys. I encourage you to go out and get it. Obviously, I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I just wanted to share some love because you guys gave me 100 likes. Next, I owe you a trade idea. So let's get into that trade idea right now. Now, it's a trade that we've been talking about in our community, but I'm going to do a little bit different trade than that we shared in our community. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to something called the crack tracker. This is the crack spread tracker. I'm going to set this up for you because I'm going to show you the exact trade. Just going to clean this up a little bit. This yellow line is called the crack spread. It's a weird name. This yellow line is the profit margin for oil refiners. Okay? This yellow line is the profit margin for oil refiners. This yellow line is a company called DK. This is Dino, and this is PSX. The trade that I'm going to share with you guys, with everybody, is PSX. Buying PSX, getting long, ticker symbol PSX. I'm going to pull up the options so we can look at options as well. We'll also look at PSX just by itself. And again, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because you guys gave me 100 likes. And as a thank you, I've done some research and I want to share a trade with you. PSX. Okay, let's look at it. PSX is inexpensive relative to the crack spread. But right now, PSX is bumping up to its expected move. Notice that it's selling off from its expected move. Why? This is where option market makers need to hedge. It's natural for them to sell off a little bit. Maybe instead of just buying the stock, let's pull up the options. And maybe we can find a way to express a long position. I think going out to October is going to be pretty cool. I actually wouldn't mind like a downside put spread. Maybe selling the 120s, buying the 110s. If you sell the 120s for $1.70 and you buy the 110s for 50 cents, that's $1.20 of credit. We need PSX to stay above 120 for 37 days in order for you to retain that $1.20 credit. So the trade, a put credit spread, guys. Sell the 120s, buy the 110s. If you could do that for $1.20, that goes right into your account. We need PSX to stay above 120 for the next 37 days. Now, this will be sitting on YouTube, so you can watch that back just to make sure that you fully understand the trade. What I always do now is we branch off, guys, into our all access. Into our all access, that's where we go over our live portfolio. We actually covered a trade this morning in Galaxy. So during all access, I'm going to go over why the heck We just locked in 59% on ticker symbol GLXY. All right, guys, check out that book. Thanks so much for watching. I was going to say I'll see you live tomorrow, but tomorrow's going to be pre-recorded. I'm back live Monday. I'm going on a little high school reunion, so I'll see you guys back on Monday. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody in All Access, you guys sit tight. We'll be right back. Hey guys, how are we? Hey Hector, we're going to clip this so it's part of